seated. The Bible reading for this morning is a favourite of both mine and Mr. Bourquin's, and comes from Ecclesiastes, and it's the one about there being a time for everything. There is a time for everything, and a season for every activity under heaven. A time to be born, and a time to die. A time to plant, and a time to uproot. A time to kill, and a time to heal. A time to tear down, and a time to build. A time to weep, and a time to laugh. A time to mourn, and a time to dance. A time to scatter stones, and a time to gather them. A time to embrace, and a time to refrain. A time to search, and a time to give up. A time to keep, and a time to throw away. A time to tear, and a time to mend. A time to be silent, and a time to speak. A time to love, and a time to hate. A time for war, and a time for peace. And I think it's obvious why I have chosen this Bible reading this morning. Because this morning's assembly marks a very special time for all of us. A transitional time, and a time that marks the end of an era at our school. The special assembly this morning marks the time that we, the pupils and the staff of Bourquin College, say goodbye to our beloved Mr. Bourquin. Because his time has come to enjoy a very well-deserved retirement. As you all know, it was Mr. Bourquin who took the seed of Bourquin College, who planted it, who watered it, who nurtured it and loved it, and like the good parent he is, steered it along the right course, until it grew into the fine and strong institution that we are all proud to be a part of today. Mr. Bourquin, we pay tribute to you this morning. We thank you for your courage in accepting the daunting task of growing a new school, for your faith in its potential, and in us, the staff and pupils that fill it, for your wisdom and your compassion that has steered us along a few stormy seas and rocky paths this year, for your kindness, your wonderful sense of humor, and your infectious laugh that warms our insides when we hear it. We thank you for your willingness to share with us your vast life experience and educational experience. We thank you for your belief and trust in all of us to carry forward that flame of learning that you kindled on a dry little dusty plain on the outskirts of Bourquin a few years ago. And we will take that flame and nurture it and grow it and honor it in the same spirit that you kindled it. And now the time has come for me to start talking, and for your children to pay their tribute to you. They each have a little item of farewell for you, and we're going to be starting with the rainbows.
When I was asked to, well, I was approached to speak to Mr. Bourquin at this final assembly, it was very difficult for me to know where to start because there is so much to say about this wonderful man. I was reading through a magazine and I came across a survey done by Harvard University. And in this survey, it said that only 17% of an individual's performance can be attributed to their training. The other 83% is made up of their attitude. Attitude is the ultimate performance driver. It's a tangible something that only a few have. Attitude can't be trained, but somehow it's there. Attitude is what makes a man go for it when a new opportunity is still faint on the horizon. Attitude is what makes a man go for it when a final burst of energy is called for at the end of a long class. You sense this attitude when you walk through the doors of Bourquin College. The way the receptionists smile, the way the buildings look, and the spring in the steps of the pupils and the teachers. You sense this organization is different. These people are different, and this team means business. It has been Mr. Bourquin's attitude and spirit that has fueled this momentum and made Bourquin College into what it is today. And to him, we are hugely indebted. Attitude and spirit, Mr. Bourquin, is your legacy and eternal gift to Bourquin College, and for this, we thank you. The grade Norths have prepared a musical piece. They are singing a song, and they have a poem to say to you. I was glancing through one of Peter Childs' books, and I came across this saying, which I thought was quite appropriate for today's proceeding. It said, "You'll never get to lead the band if you can't face the music." So Mr. Bourquin, sit back, relax, and face the music.
wonderful farewell to you. Thank you very much. And we love you. Okay, going to grade 1. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Great.
I wrote this poem on behalf of Mrs. Foster and the grade 10s to say farewell to you, Mr. Bourquin, as we felt that no other poem could show what a diverse person you are and how deeply you have affected each and every one of us. This is grade 10A saying goodbye.
Mr. Bourquin, where can we begin? You were the one who made sure we fitted in.
At the beginning of the year, when we all were new, you were there to welcome us through.
Under your rules, we have survived, and we have not been severely deprived.
And in class the cell should ring, we must immediately to your office bring. All shirts must be tucked in, and while walking, no gently from the tin.
Hair gel was a definite no, but after break, little seemed to show. There were to be no spikes on your head, and near the Malbreach you dare and tread.
At every sports match, you were there to contribute your support and flair. Even though we lost more than we won, you always had a cheerful well done.
Walking around the school, having a look, showed us the interest you took.
Running a school with all your ideas, you have built it up in a few short years.
Being a principal is no easy job, but you have managed without a problem. How sad as you grow, we hope in this school and interest you shall show.
After all, the school is you. You created it through and through.
Without you, Dankford wouldn't be the same, but we shall keep on playing this game.
And still the school we shall lead, and proud Dankford students we shall breed.
Well, sir, to carry on your legacy, we shall try. On behalf of Dankford and grade 10, we say goodbye.
To our special and unique headmaster, Mr. Bourquin. This poem, Thoughts to Live By, reflects our deep respect, thanks, and sad farewell. We hope that you will return often and visit us.
Imagine life as a game in which you are juggling 5 balls in the air. You name them: work, family, health, friends, and spirit. And you keep in all these in the air. You will soon understand that work is a rubber ball. You drop it, it will bounce back. But the other 4 balls, family, health, friends, and spirit, are made of glass. If you drop one of these, they will be scuffed, marked, nicked, or even shattered. They will never be the same.
You must understand that and strive for balance in your life. How? Do not undermine yourself by comparing yourself with others. It is because we are different that each of us is special. Do not set your goals by what other people deem important. Only you know what is best for you.
Do not let your life slip through your fingers by living in the past or for the future. By living your life one day at a time, you will live all the days of your life. Don't give up when you still have something to give. Nothing is really over until the moment you stop trying. Don't be afraid to admit that you are less than perfect. It is this fragile thread that binds us to each other. Don't be afraid to encounter risks. It is by taking chances that we learn how to be brave.
Don't forget, a person's greatest emotional need is to feel appreciated.
Remember, life is not a race, but a journey to be savored each step of the way.
Grade 9M has decided to present to you Mr. Bourquin.
by Rudyard Kipling. We feel that not only does it refer to you as a person, but to what you have done for the pupils of the school. You're unique because of your willingness to always listen to us, no matter what circumstances. You are honest and understanding, and above all, you are a people's person, which is very special to find in the head of the school. This year, I'm sure, has been a very significant year for you, as it is your last at the school. And it has been a very significant year for all of us, as we've all hopefully matured and learned to take responsibility for ourselves, for our schoolwork, and for our friendships.
If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you.
If you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, don't make allows for their doubting too.
If you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim.
If you can meet the triumph of disaster and keep those two impostors just the same.
If you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken, twisted by names to make a trap for fools.
Or watch the things you gave your life to, broken, and stoop and build them up before not all.
If you can talk with crowds, keep your virtue, or walk with kings, nor use the common touch.
Neither foes nor loving men can hurt you. If all men counterfeit, but not too much.
If you can fill unforgiving minutes or 60 seconds worth of distant shrine.
Yours is the world and everything that's in it. And, which is more, you'll be a man, my son.
On behalf of the 900 class, we'd like to present to you a token of appreciation for your hard work and dedication towards the school. We thank you and bid you farewell.
Is a school shirt signed by the part of the grade 9 class, with everyone giving a special measure of thanks. So Mr. Bourquin, would you please come in?
Just make sure I tuck it in. Thanks for you. Thank you so much.
Mr. Bourquin, as our farewell message to you, Grade 8 has chosen to recite 2 extracts from the Shakespearean poem Julius Caesar. In the first extract, Mark Antony is reading Caesar's words to the people, telling them about the legacy he has left to the people of Rome.
Moreover, he has left you all his walks, his private harbors, and new planted orchards. On this side Tiber, he has left the new. And to your ears, forever common pleasures, to walk abroad and recreate yourselves. Here was a Caesar, when comes such another. So, thank you for leaving us with such a beautiful school, for all of us to walk abroad and recreate ourselves.
In the second extract, we again hear Mark Antony. However, this time he is talking about Brutus.
This was the noblest Roman of them all the conspirators, save only he, did that they did in envy of great Caesar. He only, in a general honest thought, and common good to all, made one of them. His life was gentle, and the elements so mixed in him, that nature might stand up and say to all the world, this was a man. Mr. Bourquin, thank you for being the man that you are. We were fortunate to have had you.
Mr. Bourquin, you have left us your legacy, an indelible mark upon everyone. You have left us your conduct, your decency, your culture of respect, but most of all, you have given us your dream for the school. It is your influence that has shaped the school into what it is today. And we believe it has far surpassed all your expectations. When Mark Antony said, here was a Caesar, when comes such another? There never came such another as great as Julius Caesar. So you are our Caesar.
This is how you, Mr. Bourquin, are seen by our grade 8 class. We could not think of anything negative to say about you. I as could say no.
You are an extremely compassionate, kind, and caring man. You have a wonderful understanding of human nature and a positive approach to everything.
You are a wise and talented man who is always willing to listen to our suggestions. You are a well-balanced man who believes in rules but not every rule.
You're very energetic and always interested in people other than yourself.
You are always helpful, and you are certainly not afraid to admit your mistakes, which shows confidence. We are very lucky to have such a cheerful people.
Respect is not something that can ever be denied.
shall miss seeing your smile around the school. Mr. Bourquin, would you please come onto the stage? We would like to present you with this gift as a token of our appreciation in the hopes that you will remember us. And we will definitely remember you.
Mr. Bourquin, we believe that the credit you undoubtedly deserve is beyond any description where the school is concerned. To have built something from a mere dream and ambition is truly remarkable. Every decision that you have made has been made within the best interest of the school and its people.
Mr. Bourquin was sent from above to spread the peaceful word of love.
At Dainford College, he created an education so that South Africa would be a better nation, and I hope that light inside of your heart will forever shine.
And remember, you are always Dainford College's divine. You may look back on your Dainford years with a smile in your tears.
And ours. Although you have only been at the school for a short time, you have made it flourish from your true talents.
Mr. Bourquin, we thank you for everything you have done for us, for because of you, we are now what we are today. Please join us in singing the song of the school.
Only one grade 6 class, so we hope
numbers won't be a problem. Our enthusiasm will make up for our lack of numbers. Before we start, however, we must mention that Mr. Gaffney cannot participate because he was teasing his sister. And in the ensuing scuffle, he hurt himself. We must mention that all characters are not imaginary, and any likeness to real persons, living or dead, is not coincidental.
Grade 6 presents the staff event in college.
The grade 4 teachers are cool and sweet. Their rooms are colorful, bright and neat. But do your homework, my mom says, or Mrs. Wolf will have your head. The Gaffneys came from the far east Rand. They played the drums in a Scottish band. Their show was great, first for all. We had such fun, it was a joy. Our netball coach, so slim. Oh my gosh, she swallowed the ball. Masters getting sharper and sharper, taught by their favorite, Mrs. Parker. Are you rocking on your chair? You'll crack your head, so don't you dare. Don't forget your books at home, or Mrs. Barron will moan and groan. Mrs. Foster has a great mind. She teaches with care, and she is kind. But don't be rude, or she will shout, pick you up and kick you out. Oh, Mr. Johnston, you're so... You're very tall, you're not minute. Your lab is home to bangs and smells. But when we let you hear your yells. Oh, Mrs. R, there's nothing that can rhyme with you. We have no choice, we'll call you Sue. In life skills you tell us to behave. You don't like us to rant and rave. Well, Mr. Bourquin, here they are, your loving staff from near and far. But now it's time to say goodbye, and all we're going to do is cry.
One of my pupils said to me, Mrs. Parker, you're not going to have your baby today and spoil Mr. Bourquin's assembly. I promise that won't happen. The grade 5s have prepared something special for you. It's just a small way of thanking you for bringing laughter and happiness to our lives each day. We really are going to miss you, your firm yet fair guidance, and the famous Mr. Bourquin laugh.
We want you to know
fantastic atmosphere and a great swimming pool. You are always smiling, which makes us children laugh. No other person that we know measures up to half.
You make every day special, better than before. You have a catchy attitude, which no one can ignore.
So, thank you, Mr. Bourquin, for all that you have done. You've taught us that education can and will be fun.
Tell me which way I should go to find the answer. And all the time I know, catch your love and let it grow. Let it grow, let it grow. Let it blossom, let it flow. In the sun, the rain, the snow. Love is like the air. Let it grow. Looking for a reason to check out on my mind. Very hard to get a thing that I cannot find. There's nothing left to show. Catch your love and let it grow. Let it grow, let it grow. Let it blossom, let it flow. In the sun, the rain, the snow. Love is like the air. Let it grow. Your love is like a river, peaceful and deep. Your soul is like a secret that never could keep. When we look into your eyes, we know that it's true. God must have spent a little more time on you. A little more time. Yes, he did.
Mr. Bourquin, I'm an emotional soul, so I'm not going to just talk to you, I'm actually going to read. And before I read, I just want to say the weather outside is telling us all how we feel today. Mr. Bourquin, as we go through life, we meet many different types and kinds of people. Every now and then, we meet someone who stops us in our tracks. Someone who's just got that something special. Perhaps it's a grade 9 guy or girl who's got a special smile. Or for those rugby fans, perhaps it's Bobby Skinstack with his amazing tongue, Braden Corsa with his amazing speed. Or for lots of us, James Small with his no-rules rebellious attitude. It could be that bundle of fun and energy, John T. Rhodes. And if you are lucky like us teachers, you may find there is someone in the workplace with whom you can create a special friendship. But it is very seldom that one has the privilege of working for someone who has the wisdom to guide you, no matter what the situation, the warmth of a really close friend, the presence to gain the respect of all who come into contact with him, the knowledge that escalates him to the head of his chosen field, the understanding to look beyond the facade that he is often faced with, the empathy to know how to deal with delicate situations. We at Dane Fern College have had the unique opportunity of being guided over these past 3 years by a very special person who has all these attributes and more. As I said last night, Mr. Bourquin has been a very special gift to Dane Fern College. Mr. Bourquin, I know I speak for your entire staff, your pupils, their parents, and indeed for everyone who has had the privilege of working with you during these past 3 years, when I say, Mr. Bourquin, we love you, and we're going to miss you terribly.
Mr. Bourquin, a lot has been said about you. There's so much more to say. We'd be here all day and longer. What we decided to do is to take the letters of your name and to just give a few special qualities that you've shown to us. For the B for Bourquin. This is because you are the best headmaster a school can get. And you were also there at the beginning when the school was made. The O of Bourquin. For your outstanding leadership ability to your staff and to your pupils. The U, because you are so unique and so very special to us all. The R, for the respect that you've shown to everybody you come in contact with, and because we are all so much richer for having known and worked with you. The Q, for your quest for excellence and the quality that we see in you. The U, for your unfailing commitment, dedication and loyalty to your staff, school and pupils. The I, because you've been instrumental in the creation of this great school. And last, the N, because you've been the nucleus of the school and there's nobody quite like you, and there never will be. Mr. Bourquin, the grade 1s, 2s and 3s present their sad farewell to you today.
This
I think I should come on stage for a change. I don't normally come on. You'll be pleased to know I'm at a loss for words. That was the most moving tribute. And I'm really quite overwhelmed by it, by the work you've put in, by sincerity, I believe, of the tribute. But please stop being sad, those of you who are sad, because that just makes me feel guilty. I want to say how privileged I've been to have had these 3 years here. It's given me new experiences. I had been a principal for a number of years, but much of this has been new to me. The little ones of the school have been new to me. I've never been closely involved in the school when they've been primary school pupils, and especially not nursery school pupils or grade ones. And they've been a special joy. I don't think I could ever teach juniors. But it's been lovely to have them around and to just see their desire always to please and their openness and their ingenuousness. Is that the right word? It's also been wonderful for me to renew my acquaintance with teenagers. As a young teacher, one gets very close to the pupils you teach. You teach them 12 or 14 periods a week, and then you take them for extramurals, and you get to know them very well. And then as one gets older and one gets into administrative jobs, you lose more and more contact with the people. And as a headmaster, I've been lucky that the school's been small, so I know most of you, all the high school pupils. But in a big school, you don't. You only get to know the bad ones and the good ones. The little ones you don't. So one gradually loses touch with the teenagers, with the pupils you teach. And then, of course, I left school, went out for 10 years or so, and then this was a wonderful opportunity for me to get back into school. I don't know that the teenagers have changed. I think they have. I think life is a little different. You have different values. I don't know, not different values. There are different opportunities, perhaps, if we certainly didn't have. And I think it's perhaps more difficult to be a teenager now than it was when I was. But I've learnt, and I've got, I think, to know the teenagers again, and that also has been a great joy for me. And the teenagers have a wonderful way of getting things into perspective. There were times this last week when I thought, gosh, I'm retiring, you know. Maybe I'm getting old, eh? And maybe I'm not going to be any use anywhere now. What's going to happen? And then the grade 10 sent me a card. The grade 10s, by the way, are a marvelous group of pupils. A very special group. Not that the others aren't, but there is something special about the grade 10 group. And they sent me a card, and as I say, got things back in perspective. The verse song on the front was called "The Time of Your Life." And one of the messages was, "Sir, I hope you will have the time of your life." Then there was some other, what's the word, not wise, but some good comments that were good for me. "Dear sir, relax and enjoy the future." It goes, great, I've got a future. I'm not quite sure what it means. I'm not a wise chap, so I don't have any good words of wisdom, but have a good one anyway. I'm out of touch. Quite like this one. "I hope you have a blast." Again, I'm not sure. And I like especially the one that says, "Thanks for being a good friend," which is very nice coming from a grade 10. Well, you guys got one of those to go to? You look forward to that. Did you enjoy the concert? all of you. And have a lovely holiday. Enjoy the break. Make sure your parents drive safely if you go away. And come back well next year. And thank you.